Imagine standing in the limelight, your talents undeniable, yet forever being compared to a titan looming nearby. This is the intriguing tale of Kelly Rowland, a star in her own right but often overshadowed by her Destiny's Child counterpart. What drives someone to persevere in the face of such overwhelming comparison? As we delve into Kelly's journey, you'll discover not only her remarkable musical gifts but also the struggles, triumphs, and revelations that define her path. Buckle up, because this story reveals how one woman transformed life's challenges into a powerful narrative of self-discovery and success. The background. In the late 90s, a musical phenomenon began to take shape, and at the center of it was a young girl named Kelly Rowland. Hailing from Atlanta, Georgia, she captivated audiences with her powerful voice and undeniable charm. Alongside her friends Beyoncé Knowles and Michelle Williams, Kelly formed Destiny's Child, whose infectious harmonies and powerful anthems would take the world by storm. As they skyrocketed to fame, Kelly was celebrated as a key part of the group but also faced a daunting challenge, being constantly compared to her bandmate, Beyoncé. While Destiny's Child dominated the charts, the spotlight often flickered brighter on Beyoncé, leaving Kelly to grapple with feelings of self-worth and identity. Fans and media alike frequently labeled her as Beyoncé's friend rather than acknowledging her immense talent and contributions. But amidst the turmoil of comparisons, Kelly found strength in friendship and loyalty, two values that were pivotal as the group launched to even greater heights. Even throughout the whirlwind of success, Kelly maintained a profound passion for music. She often drew inspiration from the challenges of her upbringing, nurturing her desire to establish her presence beyond the shadows. Her desire for growth motivated her to explore various genres and collaborations, leading her to create a unique sound that set her apart. The struggle for individuality encapsulated the defining narrative of an artist eager to unleash her true potential, while the world looked on, often stuck in a mentality of comparison. As Destiny's Child solidified their legendary status, Kelly's journey and evolution were just beginning. The stakes were high, and so was the anticipation for what would come next for this dynamic vocalist. The pressures of fame and the desire for personal acknowledgement were bubbling beneath the surface, ready to explode, but would she grasp the opportunity to step into the spotlight she so deserved? The early influences. When we consider the shaping of Kelly Rowland's career, we can't underestimate the significant impact of her early influences. Growing up in Houston, Texas, Kelly was not simply nurtured by her family, she was immersed in a rich tapestry of musical inspirations. From gospel choirs to the popular sounds of hip-hop and R&B, the diversity of her environment laid the foundation for a future filled with promise. One of the most pivotal moments occurred when she formed a bond with the Knowles family. Tina Knowles, Beyoncé's mother, played an integral role in cultivating Kelly's talents. Under her guidance, Kelly was encouraged to explore her vocal capabilities and personal style, enabling her to blossom into the artist she is today. It was more than mentorship, it was a familial bond that provided both love and support. But there's more to Kelly's early life than simply that encouraging environment. Friends and mentors would often introduce her to local music scenes, showcasing the power of connection. These experiences allowed her to witness firsthand the hustle and dedication it took to make a name for oneself in a competitive industry. This drive would later fuel her relentless pursuit of excellence. However, the road was not devoid of challenges. Comparisons to her childhood friend, a rising star named Beyoncé, began early. While they supported each other, it also added immense pressure on Kelly to carve out her own identity. She often felt the weight of being seen as the other one, sparking a determination within her to show the world that she was more than just a supporting figure in a powerhouse duo. As we look back on these early influences, it becomes clear that they not only shaped Kelly as an artist but also reinforced the resilient spirit she carried into her future endeavors. These formative experiences laid the groundwork for what was to come, paving the way for her evolution as a solo artist. And the next chapter of her life would bring both immense challenges and remarkable triumphs that would define her path. The struggle for individuality. Despite her undeniable talent, Kelly Rowland often grappled with the challenge of carving out her individual identity in a world that constantly compared her to her Destiny's Child counterpart, Beyoncé. The spotlight shone so brightly on Beyoncé's achievements that it sometimes felt like Kelly's own successes were seen as mere footnotes in someone else's story. This comparison fueled a relentless struggle for self-identity. Kelly's efforts to showcase her unique voice often clashed with the expectations placed upon her. She yearned to step out from the shadows and let her artistry shine, but how could she do that without feeling like she was betraying the group that made her famous? This internal conflict led her to question her place not only in the industry but also in her own life. It wasn't just about finding a sound, it was about finding herself. Each time she released a new single or album, there would be whispers of comparisons to Beyoncé, making it hard for fans to fully appreciate Kelly's individuality. Additionally, Kelly had to navigate the pressures of public opinion and the often callous judgments of critics who reduced her to just the other member. Yet, each setback became a stepping stone. Through collaborations and her solo projects, she sought to express her authentic self. And slowly, the music began to reflect her uniqueness, a blend of R&B and pop that was distinctly her own. With every track, she fought to break free from the shadow of her past, determined to redefine her narrative on her own terms. But just when it seemed she was gaining ground, she faced yet another daunting obstacle that forced her to dig deeper. But that wasn't the whole story. The solo career. In 2002, after leaving her mark as a pivotal member of Destiny's Child, Kelly Rowland took the plunge into a solo career that promised to showcase her unique talents. She wasn't just stepping away from the group, she was stepping into her own spotlight, ready to carve a niche for herself in a competitive industry. The release of her debut album Simply Deep marked a turning point, featuring the chart-topping hit Dilemma alongside rapper Nelly. The song soared to the top of the Billboard Hot 100, earning her accolades and recognition as a formidable solo artist. Suddenly, it seemed like Kelly had finally broken free from the shadows. But the journey of a solo artist is rarely a straight path. While Dilemma brought notoriety, the overwhelming pressure to constantly measure up created a whirlwind of expectations. Every song she released came with the weight of being compared to her former group's colossal success. Kelly strived to showcase her artistry, experimenting with R&B sounds on her follow-up album, Miss Kelly. The album, while celebrated for its boldness and personal lyrics, faced ups and downs on the charts. Critics loved the authenticity but questioned whether Kelly could solidify herself as a permanent solo fixture in the industry. During this period, Kelly learned to navigate the tumultuous waters of fame and public perception. Her self-doubt and the relentless comparisons haunted her. Fans began to wonder, could she really stand apart from the immense shadow of Destiny's Child? However, instead of succumbing to the pressure, Kelly embraced it as fuel for her creativity. Each project became a deeper reflection of her emotions, experiences, and aspirations, showcasing her growth as an artist and a person. Then came Motivation, a sultry anthem that not only topped charts but reignited the conversation about Kelly's capabilities as a solo artist. Its infectious beat, paired with Kelly's alluring vocals, asserted her presence in the music scene. For a moment, it felt like all eyes were finally on her, and there was a sense that she was reclaiming her narrative. As she ventured further down her solo path, Kelly Rowland became known not just for her music but for her resilience and ability to rise above the doubts cast by others. Her evolution showcases a narrative of not only artistry but also a personal fight for recognition on her terms. Each album became more personal, culminating in a sound that was undeniably hers, the authentic essence of Kelly Rowland, a name that deserves its own place in musical history. Ultimately, her solo career has been a journey of proving that she's more than just a member of a famous group. It's about rediscovering her voice, empowering others through her music, and standing tall as a star in her own right. This is Kelly's story, not just one of competition, but one of liberation and self-realization. The turning point. But what really changed the game for Kelly? It was a daring leap into adulthood and a determination to carve out her identity away from the Destiny's Child label. As Kelly entered the solo spotlight, the release of her album Simply Deep marked a significant evolution. Tracks like Stole resonated deeply with fans, showcasing her vocal prowess and emotional depth. This was not just another album, it was a declaration that she was ready to step out from under the shadow of her former fame. Her collaboration with Nelly on the hit Dilemma turned out to be a watershed moment. This track dominated the charts, earning her accolades and solidifying her place as a solo artist. The chemistry between Kelly and Nelly was undeniable, but it was more than just a catchy tune. It was about empowerment, breaking free of constraints, and embracing her unique sound. The overwhelming success of Dilemma revealed that Kelly could stand on her own, captivating audiences with songs that came from her heart. But that wasn't the whole story. Despite this newfound fame, Kelly faced her own set of battles behind the scenes. The pressure of being in the limelight in a male-dominated industry weighed heavily on her. Constant comparisons to her Destiny's Child colleague became even more pronounced. Would she forever be known as the other member? With each step forward, Kelly had to confront her past while building a new identity. Yet, this journey was far from solitary. With the guidance of mentors and a shifting perspective on self-love and acceptance, Kelly began to embrace her narrative. She wasn't just trying to escape her past, she was rising from it, transforming obstacles into opportunities. This fierce courage would define her next moves, both musically and personally. And the music world was about to see just how far Kelly Rowland was willing to go to make her mark. The emotional toll. Navigating the world of fame can take an undeniable toll, and for Kelly, the pressure of being in such a celebrated group wasn't just exhilarating, it was simultaneously daunting. While fans rejoiced in the power and harmony of Destiny's Child, Kelly grappled with feelings of inadequacy, often questioning her worth and place in the limelight. The scrutiny of the public eye became more than just a burden, it transformed into a relentless echo of comparison that resonated painfully in her mind. Amidst the glamorous red carpets and chart-topping hits, there were personal heartbreaks that carved deep wounds in her heart. Relationships, often thrust into the spotlight, sometimes unraveled under immense pressure, leaving her vulnerable and exposed. The emotional fallout was profound. Kelly found herself at a crossroads, wrestling with the dichotomy of fame and loneliness. Every song written, every interview given felt like a tightrope walk between vulnerability and strength. Yet, in the depths of these emotional trials, a fire ignited. Kelly began to channel her pain into growth, using her struggles as a source of inspiration. She turned to her music not only as a career, but as a therapeutic outlet. This transformative journey allowed her to shed the layers of expectation and emerge more authentic and empowered than ever before. And with this awakening came not just healing but a renewed sense of purpose. Kelly decided that her story would be one of triumph over turmoil, where she could redefine what success truly meant to her. Rather than letting her past define her, she faced it head-on, revealing her struggles through her art, allowing others to resonate with her journey. As she continued to evolve as an artist, Kelly emerged as a beacon of resilience, embodying a narrative that would inspire countless others navigating their own emotional journeys. So, while the emotional toll of fame had painted a complex picture, it also led to unexpected growth, one that sculpted Kelly Rowland into a multifaceted artist capable of connecting with fans on a deeper level than ever before. Now, she stands not just as a singer, but as a symbol of perseverance, encouraging others to rise above their struggles. In conclusion, Kelly Rowland's journey through the music industry is a testament to her strength, talent, and perseverance. Rather than being defined by her association with Destiny's Child or living in the shadow of her peers, she has carved out a distinctive path for herself, filled with both challenges and triumphs. From the highs of chart-topping hits to the lows of personal struggles, Kelly has emerged with a story that resonates with many. She stands not only as a successful artist but as an inspiring figure who continues to evolve. So, the next time you hear her music, remember that it's more than just a song, it's a reflection of resilience and the power of self-discovery. What's next for Kelly Rowland remains a mystery, but one thing is certain, her story is far from over, and that excites us all.